Good evening, I'm Lee Anderson. Earlier today, a federal judge rejected lawsuits spearheaded by Oregon's restaurants over Governor Brown's 2-week freeze closures. ALEC NOLAN has more with the industry's reaction.
The Oregon Restaurant and Lodging Association is disappointed after they were unable to receive a temporary restraining order on Governor Brown's new executive order banning indoor and outdoor dining. Now restaurants like J-Dub here in downtown Bend are being forced to close their doors temporarily. A federal judge has rejected the latest efforts from Oregon restaurants to stop the latest COVID-19 related shutdowns instituted by Governor Kate Brown. The lawsuit, stemming from the Oregon Restaurants and Lodging Association, says they felt they were being unfairly singled out. With a 2-week freeze in place for restaurants, bars, and gyms across Central Oregon, spots like J-Dub in downtown Bend simply can't afford to stay open.
I had to lay all my staff off. I had to fire myself. Everyone here is going to go back on unemployment, which is going to be more effective for me at this point and for my staff. So I'm trying to look out for them. But I had to close down a business that was taking me 5 years to get it really on its feet.
Weber says you have to be able to pivot, but this industry is hard enough, and takeout only isn't a viable option.
It's not new that you have to change direction. Just right now, it's being applied in a way that isn't equal across the board. And I think we're kind of on the tip of the spear right now.
He says he understands the restrictions in an attempt to combat COVID-19, but he doesn't feel industries are being treated equally. Equity is something ORLA's Jason BRANDT also brings to light.
There was some inequity, and there continues to be some inequity in how we're creating standards for private settings versus restaurants. And we do still feel like we have a really good track record of safety in our environments because of all of the procedures and protocols that have been put in place for the last 8 months.
BRANDT says their argument revolves around the fact that 2 households can still gather in private settings of up to 6 people without face coverings. But within restaurants, the face mask is only taken off when you're in a stationary position.
We're pretty disappointed in the decision. I do know that if we were able to get a temporary restraining order granted, that it would have made a big difference, especially during the holiday season. We could have upped our game a little bit from a dining room standpoint while keeping people safe, both guests and employees.
Despite pushback, restaurants across Central Oregon like J-Dub will continue on as best they can. In Bend, ALEC NOLAN, News Channel 21.